One more thing before we go tonight. It is time for our first ever GDS Summer School because kids are out of school, taking place of the teacher check-in. Summer School instead. Taminique and I are learning new skills all summer long, and we're starting with running because tomorrow is Global Running Day.
It is.
So Olivia is here from Orange Theory. She's the Orange Theory Rockford assistant head coach, and you are here to give us some tips for Global Running Day.
Yes.
So how long have you been running, Olivia?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably a little bit over 5 years. I really started in COVID. If you would have asked me 5 years ago if I was going to go out for a run, I would have said absolutely not. But it's a great sport. It's easy to do. So I'm happy to be here today and talk about it a little bit.
Ask her how's the farthest distance she's ever run.
What's the farthest distance you've ever run?
I have run a marathon, so 26.2 miles.
That's
yeah.
That's why we thought she'd be qualified.
Yes.
So for maybe some people who haven't quite run a marathon yet, what are like the key components, like how to
How do you
run?
train for it?
How to run. Yeah, so especially for people that have never run before, it can be really intimidating. So I like to use the kids song, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Okay.
It's kind of an easy way. So you want your head to be sort of in a neutral position. You don't want to be leaning forward, leaning back. And then your shoulders, you want to make sure that they're just nice and neutral. So some people when they're running, they really want to like hunch up and not kind of like run around, or they're like sagging.
Okay.
So just nice, neutral, relaxed, and that way too your shoulders can just kind of be in line with your body so that when you actually start running, your arms are just nice and close to your side. And then you just kind of work your way down. So your knees, you just want to make sure there's a nice little bend.
Okay.
So, you know, not like super squatty, but you know, like if you were going to bounce a little bit, it's got a nice bend there. And then when you start running, you want to land in the middle of your foot. So you're not landing on your toes and you're not landing on your heel.
Okay.
So it is very hard. I'm a heel striker runner. So if you get knee pain, it's because you're a heel striker runner. So you want to land in the middle of your foot. So I try to think of it the entire time I'm running that you're kind of in a rocking chair. So you land in the middle of your foot and then you kind of bounce. So then when you put it all together, you know, you're not up. We're slowly jogging.
That's so different. I ran track when I was younger, and I'm a sprinter, so I don't do the distance.
Yes, and
So
sprinting
they tell
is
us to
different.
run on our heel, or run on our heel, or the balls of our
Yes.
So that's very different.
So for distance running, I mean, if you're a sprinter, go for it. That's what they told you. But for longer distance, it's more, I don't know, better for your body to kind of get into it. So I always say start low and slow, so low mileage, low minutes of running, and slow. You do not need to be go out there and breaking world records. We're not training for a marathon, most of us. So go out, do what you can. Don't be afraid to walk. I walk during training runs during my marathon all the time. You get tired. It's tiring. It takes a while to build up your endurance. So just remind yourself, if you feel like you're getting tight, relax. It's always good to have good shoes too. If you feel like you're getting pain in your body, it's probably your shoes. I learned that from my mom, so thanks, Mom. Good shoes. So, you know, you can go to Dick's, any local foot store. They'll be happy to measure you, kind of figure it out, see what works best for you. And then find somebody you want to run with. If you've got a buddy that's kind of like, hey, I want to start getting into running, but I don't know. Perfect. There you go. You guys can train together, maybe work your way up to a 5K. So
that's such a fun idea. I will say when you said low and slow, it made me laugh because all of the times I've ever run with one of my nieces or nephews, mine is the one who now is like a track star in 18. They're like, so we're on vacation. They're like, okay, Auntie Shell, and they run the whole whatever. And I'm like, you guys, we're gonna have to keep running for 5 more minutes.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I think we should all think. Don't run like a child.
Absolutely. Yep. Pace yourself.
That's fun.
Name
You and
of
your
the
mom
game.
run together.
My mom and I do run together.
That's like such a fun thing.
She is like my motivation for running. So yes, I love it.
Do you have favorite shoes that you can like, maybe somebody who's like, I don't even know where to start?
Personally, I have them on. These are the New Balance Rebel. I think New Balance and Hoka are kind of my go-tos. Brooks are really good too if you're kind of into that, but just don't like go out and run in the yard shoes that you've had for 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably not the best. So yeah,
Yeah,
some
I
good
always
running
have to
shoes.
tell my dad he's not running, but I have to tell him like, those shoes are old.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of them.
Yep.
Shoes don't actually last forever.
They do not. That's a fact.
Yeah. So if somebody starts running tomorrow on Global Running Day, you think by the end of the summer, like how long would it take to maybe run a 5K?
I think it's totally reasonable to run a 5K by the end of the summer. You
that.
can literally Google couch to 5K.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So start
doable.
that training program tomorrow for Global Running Day. Olivia, you can find her at Orange Theory Fitness here in Rockford, and we're gonna have a new summer school lesson next week. I don't know if we're always gonna have to like dress the part,
dress like this,
but we'll see. So make sure you let us know what you want us to learn. You can email us anytime at gds@fox39.com. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments for Good Day State Line were paid for by these sponsors.